Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to this games tutorial. Today, we actually start tackling those little buttons in here, but we don't even touch the engine too much, we don't even touch Unity. We go and we set up our Google Play services. That is including the page, so under official page, not this one. We're gonna have our own section for our game and our application. We're also going to declare like 5 achievements just to test this out, but we're not gonna use them just yet. So we're gonna have this page, and yeah, that is pretty much it actually. We're also going to install the Google Play plugins, as you can tell right now in my folder, my asset folder. There's all these new stuff. That is the Google Play Games plugin. So without further ado guys, let's get started. Okay, so today is all about starting to implement those nice little buttons in the front. So the achievement, leaderboard, the cloud save, and also the reset save. So all of those, in order for them to work, we need to have some kind of services outside. Now you could have your own special server and put everything on there, but that would be complicated, really complicated, when Google offers all of that for us. So don't go reinventing the wheel. We're going to be using Google Play services in order to do that. So over here on this nice Google page, I typed in Google Play Developer, and the first link is actually the website you want to go to. This is the Google Play Developer Console. This is where you see every single application that you put on the market, so on Google Play itself. And this is also where you get to see your game services that you have for specific games. And those game services include leaderboard, achievement, cloud saves. They also have some form of multiplayer that I would not recommend just yet, but we'll get into that later. And yeah, so let's get started guys. You're going to have to create yourself a Google Play Developer Console account. This is made using your regular Google account, the one you use on YouTube, the one you use on, well, Google, and the one that pretty much just tracks wherever you go. This is going to cost you though. This is going to cost you 10 bucks, but it is a lifetime thing. So you buy it once and you have it forever. You also gotta remember that this is the account you're gonna be using whenever you decide to actually publish something on Google Play. And if you just compare this versus the iTunes one, the Apple Store, I think it's called, this one is 10 bucks for lifetime, and if you're developing for iPhones are usually, I think it's 50 bucks per year. I am not sure, don't quote me on that, but it's a yearly pay basis, so you're paying every year to renew your license with them. Yeah, versus this one that is just you pay once and everybody's happy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I have been talking for way too long. We are going to hit add new application, of course, once you're signed in. Add a new app. This is the title of your app, so in my case, the tower. And we get our first block. So basically now we can't move anymore because we have to do and upload APK or prepare store listing, which we're not ready to do that just yet because we don't want to publish this. We just want to have a draft that we can use for services. So we need an APK. How do we do that? Let's head over to our Unity project. We're gonna go under File, Build Settings, Player Settings. And now this is where you're gonna be changing quite a lot of information if you haven't done that already. On the right, for the inspector, you're gonna change your company name. You're going to put that on either your name or the name of your company, of course. The product, in my case, it's going to be the tower, of course. Now you can add an icon. I won't do that just yet. Eventually I will, but I haven't done art just yet. So this is the icon you see on your phone desktop. Right, resolution and presentation, I'm good with that. Let's leave it on portrait. That works. Icon, same thing as before. Splash image. Don't care, and now you need a bundle identifier. Just make sure that this is something that you can actually remember. Well, you don't have to remember it, but it has to make sense and it has to be unique. So in this case, the name of the company, and then the name of my game. It's always going to be unique for every single game I have. Right, let's keep going. What else do we need? The publishing settings. This is where it gets a little bit confusing if you're not careful. Okay, so if you already published something, on the Google Play Store before, you have a key store. You might as well want to reuse this one because you can have a key store that can hold multiple games. Now, if it is your first game, you're gonna go over here, check the create new key store, then browse wherever you're gonna be saving this. So this is where I save my really important key, blah blah blah. I'll have to say that, but you get the idea. So this is going to save it here, and the name of my key is going to be, this is where I save my very important key, that key store. Then you add a password to that key. Of course, you gotta be remembering this password. If you lose your key, or if you don't remember your password, you won't be able to prove that you're the owner of that app. You won't be able to update it, and there's probably other things that you won't be able to do, basically. I already have a key store, so I'll just go over here, browse mine. Alright, so I found it. Let me just input the password. Hopefully it's the same one. And here I have all my games that I've made using that very key store. Now there's the stack, the one that has been banned. Cruise, which is my first game, really awful game. And I gotta be creating a new one this time. So I hit create new. And it's going to ask you information regarding that very game. So the alias of this one is the tower. Password is, let's not use the same one, that would be bad. There we go, a different password that has the same amount of letters. And now this is where you put some information about the actual company or publisher. So in this case, I'll just put my name. I don't know what this is. City or locality is basically your city. State or province, you just go ahead and you type in your province. So in my case, Quebec. And the country code is always 2 letters. So Canada is CA, US is US, Philippine would be PH, and so on. Once you're done with this, you hit create key. And now all that information is actually saved under your key. But something that you must not forget is that you haven't actually selected this. This is not selected. You have to go back on it and then choose which game it is. Then re-enter your password, of course. And you're going to have to do this every single time you boot Unity and you're trying to actually build your game, because it's not actually saving your password. Okay, so we have this. We should actually be ready to do our first build. And yeah, let's actually do it. So we're gonna go under File, Build Settings, and I'm going to hit Build. Now it's going to ask me, don't mind these 2 test build, where exactly I'd like to save this. I'll just save this one folder above my asset folder, and this is going to be my build.apk. And here we go. So if everything goes according to plan, we are not going to get any crashes. Now, the only way this could actually crash, I think, is if you don't have the Android SDK and the Java development kit. Both of these things can be easily downloaded from their respective website. So, I've got my build.apk, it is over here. Good time. Going to reopen my thing again, so this is the screen we were on a little bit earlier, and we're going to do upload APK. It's saving, so where is it at? Okay, so we got our new page now that is only made for us and our game. We are going to upload our first APK to production. Since I'm using Chrome, it's really simple. I'll just drag and drop this in here, and it's going to verify if my APK makes sense. Now, hopefully we haven't forgotten anything. Actually, I did forget something. I forgot to change the version, and I hope it just doesn't crash here. But every time you make a new version of this, you might as well want to head over to your build settings again, player settings, and under other settings, you will want to change your version and also your bundle version code. So say the second one is going to be 2 and the version is going to be 1.1. Alright, and once it's actually set to 1, I can't go back, so I can't upload something that is 0.5, and that's just how it is. So right, here's our APK, and this is where it starts to get fun. So we could go ahead and just put it on the store right now, but that would be really awful. What we are interested in is the game services. So right here is my game, The Tower. We know it's here, it's an actual package. Now since we see this, we can add over to the game services thing on the very left side and then add a new game. Now this is going to tell me, do you already use? Yes, we already use. What's the name of your game? It's going to be The Tower. What kind of game is it? It is a action arcade game. Let's just go ahead and just say action, why not? Confirm this, and we are getting a new page now as soon as this is done processing. Alright, so over here on the left side is the progress of our actual information. So we gotta be making sure that everything is green before we actually start using those services. So it's going to ask you for a description. We don't have to put that just yet. Saved game, we'll actually toggle that whenever we actually mess with that. So everything sounds good right now. Let's go over to the linked app. That's the most important part. And you're gonna link a Android app, of course. Now this is going to ask you for a package name. You just click here. It's going to give you a drop down of all your package. Here's mine. Turn-based multiplayer, let's not. And real time, let's not do that either. Let's actually just save this. Where do we save? Oh, over here. Save and continue. Once this is done, we can hit authorize your app and just hit confirm. You don't even have to remember this thing. If you ever do need to get it, it's always on this website. Okay, so let's head back here. Let's find the tower. Do we have everything we need? I think we do. We don't even have to do this thing. Alright, so as soon as this is linked, as soon as you have your game linked over here with the package, you're gonna go ahead and go in the achievement tab. We're gonna add some achievement really quickly just to have a feel of how this works and also to get some kind of resources link. So I'm going to hit add achievement, and let's quickly think about what kind of achievement we could be putting in this game. I will quickly make 5 test achievement for say the level. So reach level 10 on a single level, on a single stat. So you have reach level 10 on a stat. As simple as that. That is going to be my first achievement. Now you could add an icon. Whenever you do publish this thing, you're gonna have to add icons to every single one of those achievements. Here's the initial state. There's a few things you want to be looking at on this page actually. Do you want this to be an incremental achievement? So say you have something that says, an achievement that says play 100 games. Then every time you play a new game, you're going to be saying plus plus on that achievement, and that would be an incremental achievement. Now the initial state is revealed or hidden. So in case you're like making a story-based game and your achievement is kind of revealing the plot, then you can hide the achievement and the user's not going to be able to read the description or the title of that achievement when it's actually looking at the achievement UI. And of course, how many points are you going to give to this achievement? And you need a total of 1,000 points whenever you do publish. So let's just say that this one is going to be worth 10. And yeah. And like I said earlier, you need at least 5 achievements before you can actually do something. So I'm going to copy this text over, save and add another achievement. This is going to be reach level 20. I am really original. I'm sorry about that. This is 20 points. Reach level 30. And we are almost done. We only need one more after this. Alright, I'm not going to do the whole achievement thing just yet, guys. We're going to be doing it in like the few next episodes. So reach level 50. Then we hit save. And I did forget to modify a few things. Oh, okay, and there's like a capital on this one. Alright, let's fix them really quickly. So reach level 20, capital here, save. Reach level 30, that's 30 point because why not? Good times. Alright. Alright, now I'll show you the reason why we did want to do this actually. The reason is because we get a link over here that is called Get Resources, and that's actually a link we need. Now let's put that on the side just for a moment. We are going to head over to another special website that you're going to have to memorize. Or actually click the link in the description. Yeah, so that would make more sense. So in the description there should be this link. And if the link is in there, please just leave a comment because I'm being lazy and I forgot that most likely whenever I did publish this video. but it is basically the Play Games Unity, which is their plugin. Google made their own plugin for this, and it's awesome, so just use it. Okay, so this link is going to redirect you to a GitHub rep. So basically, all you gotta be saying here is, I'd like to download this whole zip file. And conveniently enough, you are going to have the whole source code for this now. So I hope you guys enjoy. All you need is the build, actually. In my download folder, I have this Play Games plugin for Unity that I just downloaded by clicking the download zip. I am going to extract him right here, because why not? And all I really want in this mess, that is actually quite clean, is the current build. So this thing over here. It is the Google Play plugin for whatever version we're currently on. Now I'm going to double click on this, and having Unity open just is going to make everything so smooth. I can simply hit import, and my project should now have the Google Play Games plugin in it. So the Google Play Games plugin has been installed. If this is a new installation, please click on that blah 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 blah. Okay, so pretty much what we have to do is head over to Window, Google Play Games, Setup, and Android Setup. Now this is going to ask you for a constant class name. They are going to generate a class for you that is to contain every single achievement names and also every single leaderboard names you have. So in my case, I have 5 achievements right now. Whenever I do want to call them, I have to use a special ID, but Google is going to make that special class for me that I can actually call to get that ID. I'll just store it in something called N3K. I don't even have to bother about that too much. You're gonna see what this does in a moment. Okay, so we have the N3K thing. Alright, so now what we need to do is head over to Window, Google Play Game, Setup, and you're gonna need to put a constant class name in here. I'll just make mine simple. I call this N3K. And now ask you for resources. Now the resources are whatever you find over here. So back in the page we were at a little bit earlier, so that's our achievement page, we're gonna go over here and click on get resources. This is going to give you this thing that you can just copy over to Unity like this. Hit set up, and now what is this? Invalid class name. For some reason, I do not have this thing working, so what exactly is the cause? Okay, for some weird reason it did create my class, however it gave me an error when I tried to. In case it does give you an error, just go ahead and update the Android SDK, not the SDK, the actual Google Play services. To do that, you are going to head over here, Window, Download, Google Play Game SDK for Android. And before you do this, I recommend that you actually open up Unity in administrator mode, because this is going to try and launch your SDK manager. And if your SDK manager doesn't have administrator, then that's going to not help you at all. You're not going to be able to install those plugins. It's not under tool, it's not over here. It is in the extra tab, which is at the very bottom. And there is this Google Play Services here. You want to click on this little button here and then hit install package or update package, depending on if you had it already. So mine seems to be working. However, I did get this error when I tried to create it, but here it is. It is up here. It gave me a class containing all the resources that I've made on their website. So as you can tell, all my achievements are here, reach level 10, and we have a custom string for that one. This is how I'm going to access my achievements, so using this custom string. But now I can call this from pretty much anywhere in my code. So say I am in the stat container and I click on the level up button, then I can check if I'm not going to do this for real right now, but just assume that if how do we get the level? This thing. So if this is bigger than say 9, then we do something to unlock the achievement that is at n3k.achievement reach level 10. So there's going to be some kind of function called unlock achievement, like this. I don't know yet. We haven't done this just yet. We'll be doing that in the next few episodes. But guys, this is pretty much all we needed to do to set up our page on the store. Well, not really the store, but to set up our Google Play Developer stuff. and then to set up our Unity so we can code using this Google Play Services plugin. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this was not too complicated, and hopefully there's not a lot of errors in the comment. I know there's going to be a few because the version keeps changing now and then, and there's going to be different things to do. So guys, if you enjoyed this or if you liked it, please give me a like. If you have any question or comment regarding those Google Play Services stuff, please leave them in the comment section below, and also try to look there if there's any error, because it's most likely that other people got your error as well, and if we can get some solution, then check the comments, basically. Well guys, thanks a lot for watching again, and I will see you in the next episode.